Tasty Boyz.
Tasty Boyz.
You can catch us streaming every other Wednesday, taping episodes at twitch.tv/KnownWorldUnited. You can follow for more information on other games for Twitch at KnownWorldUnite on Twitter, or follow us at D&DDT Podcast on Twitter as well. You can download the episode wherever you like, any sweet services, or you can stream it live from dnddt.com, as well as a plethora of other delicious podcast things, including D&D's lovely rundown of all of our sweet adventures by the numbers by our own warrior.
It's me, I do that.
Yeah. So we'll introduce ourselves counterclockwise, as is our tradition, starting with the one and only Ringer.
All right, I am Nature D&D Ringer playing Bard Extraordinaire Horatio Hetfeld. Last time on D&DDT, I was about to go through a door.
It's a true story. I'm Warrior. I play Kleatos Begor, spelled like it sounds, Minotaur Monk, Red Meat Babyface, Digger Doomtree, and Horatio Hetfeld. Last time on D&DDT, I almost committed to B&E, but I didn't. But now I'm going to go E this door.
Yeah, it's a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next? I don't know what it looks like on the thing. Is it me? Is it me?
The same way it looks every time, and I say this every podcast.
I don't know how it looks.
You're always next to Warrior because Digger and Kleatos are next to each other. Because
and Kleatos in the morning.
I'm Oren Veit, your resident international deathmatch Iron Man superstar, playing Digger Doomtree, Tabaxi Warlock of the Void patron, attuned to Kleatos Begor. I think I'm still in disguise.
You are. You're disguised as Krusty Nosepicker, aka Steve.
Steve.
True story.
Cannon. I guess that leaves me.
There's only 4 of us, and we do this every week.
Look, Team Mystery Door did a great job.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's a true story. 50% of the time, we nail it every time.
I'm Joel at Finger Twitchings, playing Big Bloody Rock Leaf Bottom, the halfling barbarian / monk, companion to Krusty Nosepicker. And last week, I turned into a vampire.
That's kind of true.
I think I'm about to join a vampire club.
Count Vlad Bloodkilla, I believe.
Bloodkilla, yep.
Yeah. So when last we left our intrepid adventurers, the party was split, as we are wont to do, with Horatio and Kleatos on the second floor of the Tasty Boyz Interdimensional franchise here in good old Chateau von Hergenbergenstein. And they were going through a mysterious door. But as they were about to do that, we got to see Count Vlad Bloodkilla and Steve be introduced to Cynthia Ovid, with whom the Count had been conversing, as they are both secretarians for the respective branches, I guess, franchises of Tasty Boyz Interdimensional, through their sending devices, similar to your clam phones, but more like a sweet pager or a sidekick. And they were introduced, maybe unexpectedly, to the Baron von Hergenbergenstein, the ruler of the kingdom of Hergenbergenstein. So we're going to pick it up with them, because I think we'd all like to see what happens. So you're introduced by Cynthia to the Baron von Hergenbergenstein.
It's so good to meet you. Ah.
Yes. A pleasure to meet you as well, and your friend.
Yes, he drives the cart while I sleep in the day.
Very interesting. And I see that you've been in contact with my associate.
Yes, I thought it was prudent to pass along the very important information of the behaviors of other Tasty Boys.
I was unawares that the Tasty Boyz franchise in New Kings Bay had a new secretarian.
Uh,
Have you replaced theirs in the changes that have happened since
I
the injunction?
yes, in a way, I came across their former secretarian. He will no longer bother you, and I took his speaking device to ingratiate myself to your royalness. Ah,
So, how did you come about this? And what has become of their former secretarian, Count Vlad? Is it?
yes, I I killed him.
You killed him. That's quite a feat, Count. I heard that he was quite the warrior.
He was very much a handful, but it is hard to kill some people more than others.
All right, make me a deception check.
This can only go well.
You never know.
7.
Lucky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the lucky
Lucky.
7.
All right. Well, I doubled that, so you get the distinct feeling that he may be suspicious of your story.
Okay.
Digger, what are you doing while Vlad is spinning his tail here?
I'm just trying to remain, as out of the public view as possible. Obviously, I'm in this conversation, but apparently I'm just a lackey. So I'm just here to be the bag boy. Seen and not heard is what I was told as a kid.
Gotcha. All right. Vlad, you may continue.
I understand that this is unusual, but I needed to ingratiate myself into your organization when I had no other path.
I see. And it seems that Cynthia has allowed this, so please, you and your associate, why don't you join us and tell us more about your exploits? You're a count. Where do you hail from?
Oh, this is going to be the tough one. Uh, I hail from Erg Bergenberg.
Bergenberg. Ah, that's not so far flung from Chateau von Hergenbergenstein. I'm surprised that I've never heard of you before.
I keep a very quiet presence. I tend not to get along with villagers, and I
Is
dislike.
that because of your affliction?
They find it in their tiny peasant brains uh, to be somewhat threatening,
Hmm,
and I dislike their pitchforks and torches.
I see. And you, Hobgoblin,
Yeah. What about it?
oh, don't get your hackles up. I believe that we owe it to the room to hear your story as well.
My
How,
story.
how long have you been in the employ of Count Vlad?
I've been with Vlad since he joined the Tasty Boyz. I've been with Tasty Boyz since day one. I was really close to a man named Peter Tasty. He he moved on to greener pastures from me, so I had to find somebody else to caddy around. It is what it is. I'm not happy about it, but you know, vampires are going to do what vampires are going to do.
Oh, so Peter has also found an affliction. Or is it you, my young man?
No, I'm not afflicted now. That maybe when I was 16, but no, I don't wear that anymore. No.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
A sense of humor, Count. I see why you keep young Krusty around.
It's not my real name, but it's okay.
He is most useful, but he does prefer to be called Steve. I forget sometimes.
Well, it is important that every member of an organization is happy, because if part of your organization is unhappy, then you cannot have a healthy organization. Can we, Count?
I think you are a very wise man.
I think so as well.
Right on the money.
Yes, right on the money. So, what brings you here? What business do you have in Chateau von Hergenbergenstein?
Mostly, I came here just to try to get an official entry into your wonderful organization.
Oh, well, it seems that you've already found an entry by eliminating the former holder of your device.
I believe that opens a door, but you are the man who has to welcome me in.
Ah, that's good. That's good. It's good to meet you. Um, he raises a glass to you, and the waiters come by and drop off a glass in front of both you and Steve, and he says, "Then a toast."
No, I don't drink. I only eat tuna. But thank you.
The root of Hergenbergenstein is well known for the beer that it is made from it. It is what you requested, is it not?
Ah, okay, fine.
All right,
But
so
I like
chin
really
chin.
half gesture when I do it.
Okay. Awesome. All right, both of you guys make me Constitution saving throws.
Thing could go wrong.
17. I have a plus nothing, I do believe. So
I'm
Excel.
going to use lucky to re-roll. 25.
All right. So Joel, you realize something is going quite wrong. Digger, you definitely know something is quite wrong because you can't move. So for the purposes of this, you are incapacitated as a condition. What are you going to do, Rock?
So I am currently incapacitated, or I can.
No, you're not incapacitated.
But I know there is. This is made of pork chop.
Well, actually, make me an intelligence roll.
5. It's definitely a pork chop.
You have no idea what's going on. Make me a perception check.
24.
All
This
right.
is the teeter-totter of rolls this evening.
So you notice that Digger has raised his drink to his mouth, and he hasn't moved, and it's like literally like coming down the front of him at this point.
Oh my. This is why Steve does not drink. He's a very sloppy drunk.
Fair. um, all right. So he says, well, it seems that Steve is a bit afflicted. Perhaps he's never tasted the roots of Harrigan Bergenstein before. How is your drink, Count?
I thought it was a delight.
Excellent. I'm happy to hear that. There's nothing that I appreciate more than being welcomed in and welcoming those into my presence. And you, Count, I think you and I can do business. And he extends his hand. All right. You shake, and he is going to hit you with Shocking Grasp. So I need you. Actually, I'm going to make the attack. That's going to hit you, and you are going to take 19 lightning damage, and you can't take reactions until the start of your next turn. So he is going to stand up over you and say, Count, you and your kind don't realize how this works. The planes are mine to rule, and mine alone. You monsters may not have it, nor a share in it. You are just pieces that I move around the board as I wish. And when I am done with you, I will sweep you from it. And while you are here, in the presence of the Baron of von Hergenbergenstein, I shall take you off the table. And as for your friend, I was worried. I was worried once he said that he had been there since the beginning, that I would have tipped my hand. But it's nice to be in the presence of an original Tasty Boyz. I want to welcome you, Master Doomtree, and I want to extend all of the kindness that you have shown my family, that I may now show your family the same. So Horatio and Kleatos have opened a door.
Hey, everybody.
And they, on the other side, see a really beautiful, enchanting foyer. It looks like the kind of main entry of an extremely fancy hotel. You can see at the far end there looks to be a front desk, and on that desk there are a number of bells, and behind that there's a wall that is filled with keys. Far more keys than you imagine are probably present in the couple floors of this space. And yeah, do you step through?
Man, this looks elegant and fancy. So many keys.
Yeah, this is not what I expected.
Yeah, I thought the front desk would be downstairs. This is really unorthodox architecture, and frankly, in the service industry, that can be confusing to the customer. So I'm surprised they went this route. But I don't even want to go in. We can try to get a room.
Hold on.
Okay.
So as I'm looking through the doorway, does it seem like it's a magical doorway, or does it seem like it's a normal doorway?
You can give me an Arcana check.
All right, that is a 31.
Yeah, this is definitely magic. As you are you going to kind of, so as you kind of check it out and you're looking around, you realize that along the kind of seam of the passageway through, there are small runes that are inscribed on the doorway. From your knowledge of the arcane, you can imagine that this is either a teleportation circle or some sort of runic magic. What languages can you read, Horatio? Kleatos,
Common,
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not super null.
just
It's
common and
all the
dwarvish.
times, man.
Sorry, buddy.
One of
What
these
can you read,
days.
Horatio? Sorry.
Just common and dwarvish.
Okay. You can both make me a history check, but it's neither common nor dwarvish.
That is 21.
11.
Kleatos, it's not written in super null. Horatio,
Figures.
you recognize similar inscriptions to what you saw in Wildemere and at a certain school just outside of Wildemere.
Does it look similar to the circle that was in the bar that Lom burned down?
It does not.
Okay.
It's okay to go in now. I'm kind of getting bored.
Yeah, if you want to go in, I just want to study these runes a little bit.
Well, I could wait. I mean, it's going to seem weird if I'm like, oh, I'm here for the honeymoon suite, and my husband's just really into these runes, so I'm just going to do everything while he gets into those runes. I wait.
All right, that's fair. I just want to take a little time to make note of these runes in case I can use them later.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if you want to kind of investigate them or make a rubbing, you might be able to kind of discern based on your kind of memory of them what their origins might be.
Well, I'm just thinking if it is kind of like a summoning or a teleportation circle, I can use it later.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you can take a couple minutes and take a look at it.
Okay.
All right, so you take a couple minutes.
I'm gonna throw.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm bored. I'm gonna rifle around in my fanny pack for a minute, and I'm just gonna throw a dart in there for funsies. Just like bloop through the doorway.
Okay. You see a kind of quizzical look from the individual behind.
There's a person there. You didn't say there was a person there.
Well, yeah, of course there's someone manning the front desk.
There might not be. You literally didn't describe a person. You were describing the scene.
I gave you a brief.
You're like, there's bells, there's keys, there's wallpaper, there's a potted plant. You're like, I won't mention the person. Then no, if there's a person there, I won't do that. I'll just wave hello. Right. Be like, we'll just be a minute.
Okay.
Smile. Do that sort of awkward, like small talk
from afar thing. We just have to get the rest of
we just our bags. It's just we're just
but it we can't decide where we want to eat. We'll be right there. Right.
Okay, I'm good. Let's go in.
All right. Oh, okay. So you both step through, and you are greeted by a woman at the front desk that says, "Welcome to the Tasty Boyz Chateau von Hergenbergenstein. Might I check you in to your room? Do you have a reservation, sirs?"
We don't. We were just passing through and had read some good reviews on scrolls or wherever people find out about hotels in this
Oh
time.
yes, of course, of course. Yeah.
hmm
Well,
And so we thought we'd come in. Took us a while to
I'm
find the door,
well, there are many doors, but they all lead here, thankfully for you. And
That's
we're
so convenient.
very happy to have you join us. We would love to be able to serve you. Might I ask how many beds or what kind of accommodations you need? It will just be the two of you?
Yeah, it'll just be the two of us. It's kind of a you know special night. We're sort of doing a honeymoon crawl. It's a new thing.
Oh, fantastic.
hmm
Well, we're very happy to welcome you here, and we do have beautiful honeymoon accommodations, and we would be happy to set you up. Will you be staying for one night, or will you be staying for multiple nights? How
Oh,
fast are you
probably,
crawling?
probably just the one night. I think I don't know. We'll book the one night, and then things go real well. Then we'll stay a little longer.
Excellent. All right. Well, I just need the names, and then we can get you keys.
Okay. You, honey, you go first. You're so much better with names.
Yes, we're the Littles.
Oh, the Littles.
Yes,
Mhm.
Bob and
Excellent.
Stuart.
Rob and Stuart.
It's Bob.
Little-
It's Bob, actually.
Oh, Bob. I'm
Yeah.
terribly sorry, Bob.
It's okay. It happens to him all the
I imagine it does.
time. hmm
Bob, Rob,
Yep.
Fob.
We have
They
so
all rhyme.
much. We have so much monogrammed dishware that we can't use.
Oh, I would. Yes. I mean, who? RS versus BS. So silly.
That's
So
really
silly.
good. I had never even thought of that.
Well, we try to think of everything here at Tasty Boyz Interdimensional. We're so glad that you've stayed with us.
Mhm.
Bob, Stuart, the Littles, congratulations on your nuptials. Let me get
Thank
you
you.
some keys.
Okay.
She kind of turns around and grabs a key off of a little loop, and another one pops up and appears, and she grabs that one off, and she says, well, you might be out, but you never know when you need to go out and get something a little special. So here's one key for each of you, and thank you so much. If you go back through the door, you can press the H latch, and that will bring you directly to the honeymoon suite.
Okay. The H latch. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
If you need
that's.
anything, absolutely anything, just use
mhm.
the sending stone in your room and we will bring things right over.
Oh, that's cool. We stayed at this one place that had paper, and if you wrote on the paper, it like mailed itself to the front desk, and you could like order stuff. It was really cool. You should look into that.
Oh my goodness, I will.
hmm
If you could send a message, if you remember, so we can have it in our system, I would love to look into that.
Sure, of course, no problem. I'll do
Excellent.
it
Well, we
officially.
hope that you enjoy your time
hmm
here with us. And
hmm
please do let us know if you need anything.
So you said there were a lot of bells, like there's multiple bells. Is that
hmm
correct? Do
Yeah.
they? Is there anything written in front of the bells? Do they look different?
Um, they do look different.
hmm
Each of them has a small placard in front of them that says "Ring for Service."
Okay, sure got a lot of bells.
Well, we have a lot of needs, and we never know what kind of needs are needed to be satisfied here. But we want to
Okay.
make sure that everyone who stays with us here
hmm
is comforted and they are enjoying their stay. And whatever speaks to them, we are happy to
hmm
be at your service.
That's cool. Do they sound different? He's been like bing, bing, bing. He's just going to ring them all.
So as you bing, 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 people start appearing behind the desk next to the
Oh,
woman who
wow.
is helping you.
Well, I'm sorry. I was just doing that for funsies. I didn't know what they do. I've only been to one Bell hotels previously.
Well, we like to pride ourselves a 7-bell hotel, and we hope that when you register on Scrolls, if you do give us a review, you give us a 7-bell review. We would love nothing more.
I'll do that. I'll specifically seek out scrolls that have a rating system that goes that high.
Excellent. Well, we strive to be the very best we can for our very best customers.
Cool. All right. Well, okay. Well, I guess, is there anything else you needed, dear?
No, I think I'll be good.
Okay. All right.
All right. So as you kind of turn to leave, like all of them in unison, however many bells you rang, plus her say, "Thank you for staying at Tasty Boyz Interdimensional. Have a tasty stay."
All right. If you don't hear from us for a while, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna let him rob me blind, if you know what I mean.
I'll just wink at them.
They all like wink back at you. She blinks,
Okay.
but she tried.
Just
Okay,
common.
so you guys head back. Joel, you've just been shocked. Digger, you are currently incapacitated. If you'd like to make me a Constitution saving throw, and Joel, you can't make any reactions for this turn.
Can I hold on to his hand though?
Yeah, you can absolutely hold on to his hand.
Okay.
6.
Digger, 6. All right, you are still incapacitated, but luckily, all of the beer of roots has poured out. So you're just standing there with a flagon at your mouth.
And I can still move though, right?
That's a good question.
What does it mean that I can't
You
react?
can't take reactions. I want to say that it's the same as incapacitated until the. So I think that that's just reactions. Your turn is generally comprised of action and bonus action, but a specific turn can include a reaction.
So my regular actions would be fine.
You can do your regular actions. Yep.
Okay. How many people are, so there's Cynthia, there's the Baron.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
Yeah, roll me a d8.
Come on. Time to nade
Don't roll 80 crabs.
I rolled a 3.
All right, there's 3 other people at the table.
All right. So what I want to do, while still holding on to his hand, Rock is going to go through his legs, do like a judo flip, like arm up between his legs. So he does a head over heels, flat on his back. And then I shoot right at Digger, scoop him up onto my shoulder, and dash for 90.
Okay.
In whatever whatever path is behind Digger.
Okay. So I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
15?
Where's my spell save? No. All right. So you are going to be magically imprisoned. And you have heavy chains that sprout from the ground and hold you in place. You're going to be restrained until the spell ends, and you can't move or be moved by any means until then. So you kind of are grabbed and let me see, make me a dexterity saving throw.
25.
Okay, you're able to hold on to Digger. He doesn't go flying out of your hands.
Oh, that's something.
It is something. The Baron steps up and kind of slowly kind of announces to everyone that's kind of in the garden that that he would enjoy some privacy with his guests and is terribly sorry to interrupt their dinner, but to please come back anytime and enjoy an evening on my hospitality. So the people kind of get up pretty relaxed and kind of shuffle out, except for the three other people that were sitting at the table and your secretarian buddy, Cynthia. And he walks over and he waves his hand over you. And is your disguise magic in any way, or is it just the things that Digger pulled out of his thing? Okay.
Digger's is
magical.
Mine is all
The stuff that came from his.
Yep, fake teeth and hair grease.
Yeah.
Clothing, cotton swabs stuffed up in the cheeks.
Yeah. Excellent. So he walks over and he kind of looks at you as you're struggling against the chains, and he says to you, "So unfamiliar, so convincing. You must be a master of disguise. And to pose not only as a vampire, but a dead man as well. Oh, Master Leafbottom, you almost threw me for a loop. I could see through your compatriot's disguise, but it's because I was looking for it. The fool who walks in boldly and tells such bold lies oftentimes is the fool who succeeds."
Am I able to do any shoulder gesture?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can.
Who is this Master Leafbottom? Blah. I have never heard of him. Other than when I killed him. I heard of him then. But not since.
Master Leafbottom, I've taken a keen interest in you and Master Doomtree, as well as your compatriots, your family, since you failed me. And when you failed me, you could have come to me, and you could have come to me and should have come to me first, but you didn't. You sent a message to tell me the worst news that a father could possibly receive, and I could forgive your failure, or the failure of others to protect my Evelina, but after that, you all chose to move on as if it was just another adventure. And now, I will make you regret it. You dragged the stinking carcass of failure to my own door. Before these transgressions and shortcomings, the denizens of the kingdom of von Hergenbergenstein were happy to share the bounty of our harvest amongst the plains by joining Tasty Boyz Interdimensional. We could have been a family. But when I had the last of my family taken from me, I realized the well-being of every citizen of my kingdom is my one and only goal, and I would never let another single one suffer. And I would make everyone from the family that I was willing to welcome into my own suffer in their steads. May they never have to feel the pain that I've endured because of your buffoonery.
In a very rock-like moment,
Mm-hmm.
he's just gonna do the blank, I'm trying to think and understand the world around me, and then go, well, I couldn't have come to you because I don't know you or know where you were, but I don't understand something. You keep saying she was taken from you, but you sent her away. When you assess the failures of everybody, do you include yourself, or are you not part of that?
Do you have children, Rock Leaf Bottom?
No.
Do you have parents, Rock Leaf Bottom?
Mama.
Imagine the pain that Mama would feel if she had entrusted people with your education, with your training in a place that you thought safe, and they failed. And then Mama sent other members of your family to retrieve you, to make sure that you were safe, because she loves you and cares about you, Rockleaf Bottom. And they failed you. And then imagine your mother never seeing her beloved son again, but knowing that you suffered for every last moment of your life. And she had thought that she was allowing you the freedom to fulfill the potential in your bloodline. And instead, that blood leaked upon the ground of foreign soil, never, ever to come back, never, ever to embrace her, and ask yourself, do you think that I feel regret? Do you think that I feel responsible? Of course I do. But pain? Pain is for lesser men now. From the day that I lost her, I have known no pain, for no pain could match that which has been foisted upon me by your failures and my naivete.
Well, there wasn't any blood spilled. It was more of like a spider cocoon. It was more dry husk. There was no. I don't know if that helps you or not, but there was no spilled blood. That was way before we got there.
I would like you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
22.
At disadvantage.
Oh, at
because you're chained.
22.
All right. Then you are going to take half of this.
Nice.
You're going to take half of 83 force damage.
Ooh.
Dang.
I felt that.
And he's going to turn to Cynthia very calmly and say, take these two away until I ask to see them again. And we're going to cut back to Horatio and Kleatos.
Oh. I think we should have asked where the H is, you know.
As the woman at the front desk hears you kind of thinking about where you should go, she says, back through the same door, dear.
Okay, that was a private conversation, but thank you.
Well, we want to make sure you have a tasty stay, so
okay.
We're always trying to do our best.
Mm-hmm. Nope, thanks. Got it. Yes, we head back through the doorway and go to where the H is.
Yeah, so you head back through the doorway and you find yourself in a completely different room. You're not back in the second floor. You're in what you guys would recognize as sort of a kind of elevator lobby. And in that room, there are a number of different kind of switches that you can kind of pull down.
Okay.
Horatio, why don't you roll me D100.
All right.
Man, they
That
remodeled
is
really fast.
45.
In addition to the honeymoon suite, you see 45 other pulls on the wall. And they're not just on one wall, they're kind of all the way around the room, minus the kind of door you pass through.
So it's like we're on a Wonkavator.
Sure.
Mm.
All right. Well, Kleatos, we have a lot of options here. I mean, we got the H, but then there's 45 other floors.
Okay, well, I can't read any of those. So, if you want to hit the H, we can do that. Or if there's anything that looks more interesting, I'm game. Hey, real quick, do I still feel like I'm on the same plane as Digger?
That's a great question.
It is a great question. That's why I asked it.
Yeah. Currently, no.
Uh-oh. Did I feel like I was when I was in the lobby, where the lady is?
No.
No. So Digger would also know that I'm not on the plane anymore, just for however long I spend off of it. He would know that too.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
As would Elijah.
Elijah has a different attunement.
Oh no, he has
so
a different.
He would not.
Well, Nate
Horatio,
would know, and Lutz
Horatio
would know.
Horatio
would.
would, but Horatio right here in Lutz.
I can see you. Yes.
Lutz is back on the airship. Like, well,
That's a
actually,
bad
I would
feeling.
have
You would
already been
be on a different plane.
Different plane. So it's really just it's a big
He's
moment
on
for Digger and
another
Kleatos.
plane.
So hey, bad news probably. We're not on the same plane anymore that we were where everyone else is.
Sure, that makes sense, I guess.
Does it? How does it make sense? We just got on an elevator.
I mean, it's magic.
Whatever an elevator is.
So
technically, it's a lift. Elevator is a brand name. You know.
Sure.
So all the pulls that we see on all over the walls, are they numbered like 1 through 45 and then H, or?
They are.
Okay.
Okay. And is there an L for lobby? Not that I can read it.
No.
Okay. That seems weird.
I'm just gonna pull that H lever and see what happens.
Okay. You feel kind of a gentle hum, and then the doors behind you that you just walked through open, and you are seeing a most magnificent view. As you look out, there is a large dining table directly before you. To the right, it looks like there's a couple of chambers. To the left, there's a large kind of open room with a number of different chairs, high back chairs, very classy. Large fireplace that has been lit. And you can see the moon shining in through the windows directly in front of you beyond the chair.
Does it look like the right moon?
The right moon.
Well, I mean, different places have different moons.
Yes, it looks like the moon of the prime material plane.
Okay.
What time was it when we went into the building?
It was evening.
It was around dusk. You were Rock was told to be there around dinner time, so it was probably about 6 or so.
Okay. So if we go outside or just to look out the window, what do we see?
You look out and you see a kind of sprawling town. It appears to look very much like what is behind me currently, and what you saw as you were driving around von Hergen-Bergenstein.
Okay. So am I back on the same plane as Digger now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, we're back. That's weird. Interplanar lobby system. That's pretty advanced. No wonder this one's doing so much better than ours. Ours is burnt to the ground though, so it's a low bar.
Unfair comparison.
Mhm.
Do we see the?
We were going to have the lowest bar in New Kings Bay. Now it's gone.
Do we see the beer garden in the back?
No. You are incredibly high up.
Okay.
What you do see is a much more sprawling viewpoint of what is going on in this space. And you see something that looks like this, and you are floating kind of up in the air. You see the huge forest that's surrounding the space that you came from previously. But while you kind of couldn't see that, as it appeared to kind of be off in the distance, when you came in, you didn't see the kind of keep that's up on the hill. But you are kind of up above the city currently as you look
Okay.
out.
Are we like? Does it from the vantage point? Does it seem like we're above where we were? Like we're above the restaurant, or like we're somewhere else entirely in town and high?
Why don't you make me a history check,
Okay.
or actually make me a survival check?
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 2.
You, you can't really tell. You haven't spent a whole lot of time in Hergen-Bergenstein, so the guess is that maybe, but you're pretty high up, and
Okay.
from your vantage point, you get a really good sense of where you are in the city, but you didn't have a terribly good sense previously because you kind of went around
Okay.
trying to kind of make sure nobody was seeing
Yeah.
you while still being able to see,
I guess
part of the city.
I guess I'd kind of know because I know where Digger is precisely. So if he's vaguely
That
right below
is
me,
true.
I would know
He's not.
that. Uh-oh. I don't know where we are, man.
Yeah, I'm
How
not sure either.
precise is where you know Digger is?
I know exactly where he is.
Exactly where he is?
like it's
Up to
kind of
how
where.
far away? Anywhere on the plane?
Oh, sorry, it's not on the. It is. It's like I think it's like a mile. Let me double check the distance really quick.
He knows the Digger is in Rock's arms. Oh.
Within 1 mile, I know precisely where he is.
Okay, so you know that he's close, but he's not immediately near you.
Okay.
Within a mile.
Okay, so it seems like we're kind of somewhere else, ish,
Or that he's somewhere else.
or
You just know that you're not near
That's
each
true.
other.
I think either we're really far away or Digger's really far away, which seems unlikely. I mean, they were just having a meal, so I don't know what could have possibly gone wrong there.
Well, should we check the nightstand and then go down to find him?
Oh yeah, we were going to look for Void Bible. Is there a Void Bible in the nightstand?
No, there's not a Void Bible on the nightstand.
You
I
know what?
completely forgot about that.
There could have been. Is there?
There could have been. I
is there
completely
some sort of-
forgot that you were going
is
to
there-
check on that.
is
Yeah,
there
you
some
can
sort
have
of-
inspiration if you don't already have it.
Is there any sort of weird religious tract?
No, there is a Tasty Boyz Interdimensional fast casual room service menu.
I'm gonna take that.
On the bottom it says "Have a tasty day." There is
The worst.
a similar menu on the other bedside table with some local attractions here in Chateau von Hergen-Bergenstein, and just places to see, other places to enjoy, and some other locales kind of in the region. On the bottom it says "Have a tasty stay."
Even worse.
And yeah, other than that, this might be the nicest space that you've ever been in.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it is pristine. The
It's
view
really good.
is uncanny. There is a large bowl of succulent fruit on the dining table, like the stuff that you can't get in season. He's got stuff y'all
Some top-notch
you don't even
fruit.
sniff.
You want a banana?
Yep, always.
Yep.
Toss him a banana.
Banana.
Boom.
Man, this is so nice. I feel like I'm reluctant to admit that I don't think, even if ours wasn't burned to the ground, that it would have been this good. Like, I thought that customers would be enchanted by watching the tuna boats come and go, but this is better than that by like a lot. I don't even know what half this fruit is, and I love fruit.
Yeah, we got a lot to change once we get back up and running, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess we we got this for the whole night, so we can go grab everybody. It would be a shame if, we didn't all get to experience this,
It's true. Let's
Digger and I have kind of a honeymoon suite thing. There's a punch card. It's a tourism thing. I'm on a mailing list. I can't read it, but they gave me a card. Let people punch it.
Nice to get anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just strange that only one of the people your life bonded to gets that card.
All right, so we'll go back to.
Wow.
Yeah, just gonna move right past that. We're gonna go back to the elevator, I guess, the lift, if you will.
Okay.
Are there any new pulls there, or just the same ones?
Yeah, there's a lobby pool.
Well, hey, there's a lobby one now. I can't read that.
All right. Well, this one's new. Let's pull that one.
All right. It's not a personal thing. It's just that, different friends have different things that they enjoy together. I don't want you to feel left out.
No, I get it. That's perfectly fine.
Sure. Okay.
All right. So it brings you back to the lobby. It opens up. The one of the other people that were there, that came from one of the bells, is standing there rather than the kind of elvish woman that was standing there previously. He is a short dwarf with a very kind of nicely trimmed and incredibly intricately braided beard, as well as incredibly intricately braided kind of top knot of hair. You imagine it would probably be, when unfurled, about as tall as he is.
Wow. Your beard is unbelievable.
Thank you. What do you look like again right now, Kleatos?
I look like Kleatos. I don't have anything to disguise myself at all.
Okay.
Yeah, we're both undisguised.
Oh, Elijah is disguised.
Elijah's disguised. He looks like a half orc.
Yep. Okay. I'm sorry. I got obsessed with that. What did you say?
Nothing. I was just wow. Good. I mean, nice work, I guess.
Is there anything that we can do to make your stay more tasty, masters? Is the honeymoon suite to your liking?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Like it's we had to actually come back down for a little while to sort of like catch our breath, because like we were overwhelmed by the hospitality. And I mean, it's it's unmatched, unparalleled, frankly. Um, you know, this is going to sound really weird, but we had a heck of a time finding our way up to the lobby. Can you just show us the way back outside?
Well, yes. Where would you like to exit?
What do you mean?
Well, you can purchase a reservation through Tasty Boyz Interdimensional, a
Hmm.
fast casual interdimensional culinary experience. Might we say it is the finest in all of the plains.
I've heard that.
You can also purchase one in the town square, as well as the entrance, the gates to the outer walls of von Hergenbergenstein.
Well,
We like to provide as much convenience as we can to people that are traveling
yeah,
and meet all of their needs so that they might have the most tasty stay possible.
yeah. No, that's un- it, none of that would have even occurred to me naturally, probably ever. Um, what do you think, babe? You wanna you wanna
Uh,
you wanna just emerge outside of the restaurant, or
I think so. Might want to head to the beer garden.
oh, okay, sure, yeah. I like gardens, and I'm immune to poison, so whatever on the beer.
All right. So yeah, you're able to. He says if you go back in
Hmm.
and you pull the lever for DR, that's dining room. It will bring you back to the dining room um, from whence you came. It seems you're familiar with the restaurant, or did you come in
Yeah.
through the gate or through the town hall or town square? Pardon me.
I think where was it, man? We've been traveling all day. I'm sorry. I don't. That's probably why we were having such a hard time finding everything. I don't remember where we came in. Probably the town square.
Excellent. Well, uh, it is a beautiful morning to check that out, and I hope that you will enjoy all of the trappings of the Chateau von Hergenbergenstein, including our legendary hospitality. I highly recommend the farmers market.
Well, those are great suggestions. Although, man, I don't know if anything at the farmers market's gonna outshine that fruit basket. Woo wee! That was
Well,
some fruit.
we do purchase all of our fruit daily
Mm.
from the farmers market, so it is the freshest to ensure that you have a tasty day.
You get all that here in town?
Absolutely.
Man, our town sucks, honey.
Well, the Baron does his best to ensure that we are all well taken care of and have and want for nothing.
Mm. All right, all right.
We may
Well,
need to move.
I know we might. Come on, Snuggy Bear.
All right, so we'll head back in the elevator, pull that DR lever.
Okay, so um, you are kind of brought to a door that opens into the town square. It's very near the farmers market that you saw previously. There is kind of a lot of bustling. The sun is shining brightly, the birds are singing, and there are vendors everywhere hawking their wares.
Didn't you say the DR lever would go to the dining room?
I thought you said Kleatos said town square.
No, he asked us how we got in the first
Oh, I'm
place.
sorry. Well, yeah, then you are transported back into the dining room, um, and there's a familiar, well, unfamiliar to you, but there is um, a gentleman behind the counter that says, "Good morning. How might we serve you? Welcome to Tasty Boyz Interdimensional. Are you staying with us in the hotel?"
We are, man. Wasn't it just nighttime?
Oh, well, time works a little different, but we welcome you. And would you like to have breakfast or brunch, perhaps?
Uh, maybe we were gonna. We were. gonna meet some friends, and then kind of figure out what we were going to do for the day. Have you seen? Oh man, it's daytime. Our vampire friend is probably retired for the day.
Oh well, I doubt that there are any vampires here. We don't accept that kind of vermin in our town.
Oh wow. If he was a real vampire, that would have really hurt his feelings. But we just kind of indulge him, like I'm a vampire. Like okay, Jeff. Did okay. Well, all right. Well, what?
Can I help you find another destination, perhaps? Well, we would love to serve you. There are many other fine dining establishments in town and many sights to be seen. Have you been to the farmers market? It's where we locally source all of our ingredients.
That keeps getting recommended to us, so I think we'll maybe head out there. Did you want to take a look at the beer garden on the way out?
Yeah, let's head that way. We'll take a little walk. Maybe get some food later.
Okay.
Excellent. So he directs you to the beer garden, kind of out back, and says, "If you need anything, there's a maitre d' out there, and you can ask for them."
Okay.
So you guys head out there. We'll flip back to Rock and Digger. Rock and Digger, you are now being transported. You've both been bound, and you are being led. You have hoods over your head to prevent you from seeing, and you've been shackled up. So tell me, you're kind of over the back of horses currently, and you can hear them clip-clopping along.
Metal shackles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's Horatio when you need him? Am I right?
Yeah. Permanent burns on your wrists.
Did they go out by the front of the restaurant at all?
Who?
The prisoner parade?
No.
Okay.
No, they didn't just happen to ride by you.
They happened to ride by Hank, who was in the back?
No. Hank, when he didn't see return, met up with Elijah and kind of moved a safe distance away to be able to kind of figure out what you needed to do. You guys hadn't really planned for what happens if members went missing, so they felt it better to kind of let you play it out and see kind of what happens.
But we had a plan this time, so that's like our first plan.
What was your plan?
We had a plan going into splitting up. We did it on purpose.
It wasn't complete.
No, I know, but it was like our first one, so good job.
It's progress.
Everybody.
That's very true. Plan, step 1, go into town. Step 2, split the party. Step 3, don't have an exit strategy. Which is similar to other plans, but you've calcified it, and I'm proud of you guys.
Hey,
step 4, Tasty Boyz way.
I'm guessing that the shack hands are in front because we're over a horse.
Yes.
And if they were behind the back, we would just slide off.
Yeah.
Maybe they want you to slide off so you hurt your face.
I'm gonna try to see if I can just brute force and break the chain.
Okay. Make me a strength check.
14, probably not going to do it.
14 is probably not going to do it. No. Digger, what are you up to?
I have sought extra dimensional help. And
all right.
Are there is it like a guy riding a horse with me across the back?
Yeah. I mean, that's when you ask for help, you are given sight beyond sight, and you can kind of see kind of from this sky kind of behind them that you are riding. There's a kind of 2 horses in front and 2 horses behind, and then you're on 2 horses in the middle, and you and Rock are kind of over the back of those 2 horses. And you are headed up this road right here.
Then
Are
while I'm like being bounced around,
Yep.
I'm going to act like I'm just, a sack of potatoes and casually like touch the guy that's riding my horse
Okay.
with an inflict wounds.
Okay. What does he need to do?
Hold on. It's to hit. Does a 19 hit?
Oh yeah.
All right.
These are the same from what you saw. These are the same like town guard that you saw kind of around. They have the von Hergenbergenstein crest on their jaunty clothing.
Ooh. So that's 20. Holy butts. That's 48 necrotic damage.
So all of a sudden, the rider of your horse starts to lurch and like shake, and his compatriots are kind of like calling out to him to figure out what's going on. And at that moment, both him and the horse that you're riding on start to like erupt like black bile from their mouths, and from the guy it starts seeping out of his eyes and his ears, and the horse kind of slowly kneels down and falls over, and we'll find out what happens next time on a very special edition of D&DDT with the one and only Tasty Boyz.
Tasty Boyz.
Interdimensional.
I was waiting for the interdimensional.
The railroads come first. So thanks to everybody watching. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back for taping episode 109, and grab a beverage or take a bio break and come back for the thrilling conclusion of the Tasty Boyz Spring Break in Hergenbergenstein.
You could call
we're
it.
all in the right places.
You could call it "This frozen pizza tried to kill me."
We could do whatever we want because we're here and we're back for episode 109, and we're going to start taping here in just one moment. Thank you for watching here on Twitch, whether you're watching live or watching coming back. That's Digger Doomtree. He's our producer, and he counted me in right on time as usual. All right, here we go. Hello and welcome to another episode of the one and only ongoing fast casual D&D 5e interdimensional culinary experience known as D&DDT with the one and only the Tasty Boyz.
Tasty Boyz.
You can find us online taping every other Wednesday here on twitch.tv/knownworldunited, or you can listen to us weekly on Ye Old Tasty Tuesday and get all of the podcast versions of our lovely episodes wherever your podcasts are acquired from, or stream them live on D&DDT.com. You can follow Known World United at Known World Unite on Twitter, or follow at D&DDT Podcast. That's D&DDT Podcast on Twitter for updates and so much more, including D&Ds, the statistical breakdown of every episode from our one and only warrior, as well as other dumb tweets from me, the Beard, your DM. We'll go around in counterclockwise order, as we always do, in order of Horatio, Kleatos, Digger, and then Rock. Just because I know they'll remember, but we want to let you at home know everything ahead of time so you can get to know the boys. Ringer, why don't you start us off?
Oh, wait, me? Okay, sure. I am Nate, your D&D
You have inspiration, Nate?
No.
Oh, okay, you still don't.
Oh. All right, I'm still Nate, your D&D ringer, playing Bard Extraordinaire Horatio Hetfeld. Last time on D&DDT, Kleatos and I found a very nice honeymoon suite with wonderful, wonderful fruit bowls, and we had to leave.
It's true. It's true. Warrior, I play Kleatos Begor, spelled like it sounds. Minotaur Monk, Red Meat Babyface, Digger Doomtree, and Horatio Hetfeld. Last time on D&DDT, Horatio and I got lucky in our choice of hotel suites at the Tasty Boyz Inn and Restaurant here in Chateau von Schlurgenbergen.
Close.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. All right, now next is Joel, right?
You're close.
Okay, it's me, isn't it?
Yep.
I am Orin Veit, your resident international deathmatch Iron Man superstar. I play Digadoomtree, Tabaxi Warlock of the Void, patron attuned to Kleatos Begor, murderer of town guards only when warranted. I'm just here to save the day again.
Nice.
All right.
And I'm Joel at Finger Twitchings, playing Big Bloody Rock Leafbottom, the halfling barbarian turned monk, and also artist in residence. And last time, we're having a nice spring break. There were drinks, there were new friends, met some royalty, things got a little crazy, the bondage came out. It's a spring break. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't kink shame this dojo.
Yeah, there's no problem.
Oh, everything's cool. So, as Joel mentioned, when we left our tasty compatriots, they were imprisoned. Well, at least half of them were, but not for long, apparently. A jailbreak is underway as Digger Doomtree has channeled necrotic energy through the guardsman and his mount, bringing them to their knees and off, erupting in necrotic bile. Rock is over another guardsman's horse with 4 other guardsmen surrounding them. Meanwhile, Kleatos and Horatio are having a wonderful morning. They're rocking out, hanging, and making their way through the beautiful streets of Bergenstein. Yeah,
That's true.
and I think that that's where we'll pick up with Horatio and Kleatos.
Hey.
Hey,
buddy.
Yes, where there's no danger. Let's start there.
there's zero danger. Definitely no danger.
The only danger we're facing is spending too much on all this delightfully wonderful, high quality produce that apparently some towns get, even though ours doesn't.
We'll have to look into that.
We should really look into that. It's kind of a problem.
It's true.
So as we go out to the beer garden, we don't see our friends, do we?
You don't see your friends, no, but you do see a delightful spread. It appears that there is a continental buffet out here, and there are man-moses everywhere.
Wow. This is decadent.
Yeah.
That's
A
my
halfling
word.
comes up to you
Thank
and says,
word.
"Oh, welcome, the Littles. We've been expecting you. Are you here for the continental breakfast? It's complimentary here at Tasty Boyz Interdimensional because part of having a tasty day is having a tasty stay."
We were headed out for a walk. We could probably take a to-go box though.
Mm-hmm. That's
Well,
a good idea. We're kind of honestly, we're a little bit full. That fruit basket was amazing. It's our honeymoon night. You got to keep the energy up. So it's just a lot of eating bananas and peaches.
oh, well, congratulations once again. Definitely. We will make sure that is restocked by the time you make it back.
Great. That's much appreciated.
Don't miss out on the sugar plums. I could put those in my mouth all day long and never stop. They are delicious, absolutely scrumptious. If you
Well,
love the peaches, you'll love the plums.
all right. Well, I'm into it.
Excellent. Well, yes, please, make your way through. He pulls out a very, very small bag. But Horatio, you can tell that this is probably enchanted.
Oh, fancy. Yeah. So I will fill up that bag with all sorts of tasty foods.
All right. As much as you shovel in, it does not seem to fill up.
Well,
This is a to-go bag of holding.
The stay pays for itself, dear Muffin.
It sure does, and I don't think we've paid yet.
Shh.
Shoopy-doop. All right.
Shoopy-doop. On that note, let's let you think about Shoopy-doop a little bit, and we'll go back to the people who are coughing up bile.
I'm glad that Shoopy-doop is the one thing that finally put some of us in timeout. It's like, nope.
Nope. The good boy gang needs to take a pause because Horatio's at the Shoop-a-doop point of the night, less than 10 minutes into the episode. So, Digger, Rock, you don't see anything because you still have your hood on, but you hear just the most grotesque noises near you. Digger, what are you going to do as your kind of reaction to all of this?
I will eat shit off the horse,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will lay there, kind of fall into like prone on my back position.
Yeah.
Do a really sick nip up.
Yeah.
And like you just see my eyes are black. Like
dope.
Like jet black. And you see just this like marble encapsulate me. And I dimension door 500 feet away in the most like obscure direction.
All right. Excellent. So you disappear. We'll say that behind me, you're kind of up here. We'll let you dimension door kind of down to the base of this, kind of near to town. If that sounds suitable. So not kind of on the road, but actually kind of down on the main kind of level of Bergen-Bergenstein.
Are my feet shackled as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, Brock, what would you like to do? You've just heard this unnerving sound coming from near you, and then a large pop.
I'm just gonna start going. What's happening? Digger. We might need a plan.
You are tossed from the horse gruffly as you receive a kind of punch to the stomach.
Oh no.
The guards you can hear are moving around pretty quickly. They seem to be going and inspecting the other guard. One of them walks by and kicks you, and you take 3 bludgeoning damage, we'll say.
Oh, what a dick.
Can I grab his foot when he kicks me?
You could try. You're not going to be able to see it, so you'll have to roll pretty high. But I'll let you try. What is your monk skill? The dexterity?
Yeah.
Yeah, make me a dexterity check.
Yeah. Be good. Nope. That would be. Oh, was that critically bad? 15.
I don't know. Oh, well, that's not critically bad.
Well, it was, but then I looked at the rules for lucky and realized
you had one more point. All right. So you're able to grab his foot, and then you feel a sharp pain as another guard kicks you in the head, and you take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Keep your filthy paws off him, outsider. You can hear them attending to their kind of fallen comrades. Digger, what are you up to?
If I have sight beyond sight, would I be able to pick the locks on my shackles with my butt saw?
Oh, that's a good question. Why don't you make me?
Oh boy!
Why don't you make
Here we go.
Make me an Arcana roll at advantage.
What? Arcana?
Yeah. Or what is your warlocky?
Yeah. That would be unless I could deceive the lock, which I don't think I could. I mean, I'm pretty charismatic, but
you are.
Unless these are sentient locks or if they're animals, if I could handle animals.
Unfortunately,
no,
the people that might have put them on you might appear to be animals, but they're just humans.
Does an 18 do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a 12 and an 11,
shackles.
So
yeah,
easy enough.
Yeah, it's good enough. You're able to kind of do that and then kind of use the buttsaw to kind of flip the hood off of you after you unlock your leg shackles and your arm shackles.
Nice. Now I'm going to, if I'm at the base of that on the hill, I'm gonna like Naruto run
Okay.
with my feline agility through the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeping eye out. I'm probably gonna head towards like the back of the castle.
Okay.
Because if playing Shadow of War has taught me anything, it's that there's usually something good back there. So if I
Okay.
go, I'm gonna just go in like as much tree coverage as possible, or as much
Okay.
vegetation coverage as possible.
All right. So you're gonna head around to the back of the castle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Joel, you get the distinct feeling that these guards are not happy about the demise of their friend by the fact that another one kicks you and tells you to get to your feet, and you'll take 6 bludgeoning damage. He roughly um, takes you up to your feet, and you can hear him fidgeting with the locks around your arms. And you can feel that he has kind of tied or locked another chain to that, and you hear him jump back up on his horse, and the procession continues. And you are expected to keep pace while shackled. Your shackles are maybe about 2 feet apart, so you're having to kind of keep pretty good pace to keep up with them as they're moving. So I'm going to have you make dexterity checks to see whether you're falling down or standing up. Before that, let's find out what happened with Horatio, his brain fart, and his lovely bride to be, or already been, Kleatos.
All right. Well, we've filled up the wonderful to-go bag of holding.
Yeah.
We should probably check on our friends, right?
Yeah. Who should I call? Just maybe let's call Digger on my clan phone.
You guys don't have your clam phones, remember?
Nope.
Yeah. Your clam phones were taken because they were worried that they were being traced.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I won't do that
Sorry.
then. It was okay. Nope. It was a detail I forgot.
They were nice while they lasted.
They
That's for
were,
sure.
man.
That's true.
They were really nice. Here's the one time I remember to use it. Well, we should probably. I mean, let's see. I just felt Digger instantaneously travel about 500 feet from where he was. So that's probably not a good sign. He's way out there, man. He's up by that castle thing.
So you did not feel that.
I didn't feel that. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, I still know where he is, though, right? Or do I not know where he is?
You do know where he is. He's
Okay.
still over a mile away, but within the kind of sensory. You know that he's somewhere here in Chateau von Hergenbergenstein, for sure.
He's pretty far away.
All
That
right.
seems weird.
Let me
doesn't it?
try something. I'm going to cast Sending
Okay. Who are you sending to?
to Digger.
Okay.
So I will say,
Is there a reason why you would send to Digger and not Rock? Outside of the fact that you kayfabe know that Digger is out there. I'm just curious. You and Digger aren't the best of friends, so I'm just asking.
No, but he's smarter than Rock is.
Fair. That's fair.
Rock definitely doesn't know how sending works.
Right. That would worry me. that too, yeah.
Counts as a word.
Who is this Rock Leaf Bottom you speak of? Blah.
I am Count Vlad Blackula.
And that would be all 25 words.
Yeah. Rock, please listen. I do not understand who this Rock is.
And then I'm out of spell slots.
Yeah. Womp womp. Okay, so you send a message to Digger.
All right, so I'll send a message to Digger. Digger, where are you? we're in the beer garden, and you two are nowhere to be found. And we'll just leave it at that.
Tell him I said hi.
Kleatos says hi.
Okay. So you're not immediately getting a response back. And Digger, you can make note of that. But send me, well, we'll engage your response here shortly. So if you want to put a response in chat to me or via message, that would be great. We'll see kind of how things play out here. All right, so you don't get an immediate response, Horatio.
That's weird. He's either ignoring me or something's causing some issues.
Maybe that has something to do with why he's so far away.
Could be. We should probably go see if we can find Hank, right?
It's probably a good idea. I mean, if something happened, then hopefully they're okay. Here he's like, Kudos like opens up his fanny pack and pulls out the list of like other businesses in town from the honeymoon suite, and like maybe you can see what some of these places are, and we could go see if they went to any of them. You know, like they probably had to stay somewhere, right?
Kleatos, make me a history check.
Sure, great. That'll. Seven.
Excellent.
I rolled a 7.
You are life blinded to Elijah, but you don't have the same relationship you have with your other friends. That sounds weird. Your other life bonded people.
Sure, people works.
Is there a name for that?
We haven't formalized anything. Horatio and I are going through a whole host of nicknames for each other right now, so
that's true.
Well, we might land on something.
Yeah. See.
But folks I am attuned to, I do not have the capability of knowing where Elijah is all the time.
And what is your attunement to him? What is the relationship? I can't remember.
It's a combat-y one. Like basically we do more damage to each other if we hit each other.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys can make your way through the town. Horatio, well, actually, you've been around Hank less than Kleatos has, I think. Because Kleatos had some time with him before you showed up.
Right.
That's true.
And Kleatos, you know Elijah pretty well. You're going to guess that they probably didn't stay in town. That if they were going to wait, they probably were going to return to where you guys kind of blinked in outside of town. That wasn't necessarily the plan, but you're guessing that they probably don't want to stay in town just in case they were recognized.
No, that makes
Hank's
complete
pretty
sense.
well known in Tasty Boyz.
So yeah, that makes sense. So
okay, just to give you something to go on, so you're not kind of wild goose chasing around town. Unless you want a wild goose chase, the goose here in Chateau von Hergenbergenstein, I've heard it's very good.
Didn't you take some of the goose in your little bag?
Oh yeah,
we can have some on the way back to the campsite.
There you go.
Goose, delicious. All right, so
we'll do
Joel, that. Rock has been taken, and I'd like you to make me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can keep up.
That would be a 12.
That's good enough. You stay on your feet. They're going at a pretty good clip for everything considered, but the the kind of worst case scenario for them is they're holding onto a chain, dragging you as you kind of trail behind a horse. So currently you're able to kind of keep up, but it's up to you how you continue.
Can I tell if the chain is held by a person or if it's attached to the horse?
I don't believe so. I'm trying to think of how you would be able. If you can tell me how you might discern that.
Here's how I might discern that.
Okay.
Rock is going to casually, slowly pull
Okay.
as he's keeping up
Mhm.
and feel the resistance.
Okay.
Because if it's one thing Rock can do, it's lift weight.
That's true.
And he'd be able to tell if this was, say, horse weight or like people weight.
All right. Yeah, that sounds fair. I'm going to say people weight.
Okay. In that case, I am going to slam my feet into the ground and haul on the chain as hard as I can
All right.
and try to yank the dude off the horse.
All right. Make me a strength check.
God damn it, Rock. You should be good at this. 16.
Yeah, that's enough. I rolled a 6, and he's got a strength modifier of 2. So, yeah, you're able to pull him off the horse onto the ground.
Once there's slack in the chain,
Mhm.
I'm going to reach up and pull the hood off.
Okay.
How many guards?
4. 2 in front of you, 2 behind.
I appreciate
Roll initiative.
Rock, you do it this way. This many.
Yeah. Roll initiative.
9, which is not super great.
That is true. They are going to. They rolled a 15, and so they are going to go at 15. All right. One of them is down, but the other 4 are going to take aim at you. 2 with their crossbows, and the other 2 are going to jump down off of their horses. One is a 9, the other one is a natural 20.
So one of those hits.
Yes, it's a true story.
It's the 9. You wouldn't have guessed it was the 9, but it was.
You wouldn't have guessed it's the 9. Okay, so it's going to be 6 to 13, 14 damage from one crossbow bolt. The other 2 are going to come in and try to attack you with their short swords. One rolled a natural 1 and tripped and eats shit. The other one is going to be a 15.
That is not going to hit.
All right, so you're able to kind of block with the chains and avoid that. And it's your turn, Rock.
All right. The one with the crossbow.
2 with the crossbow. So the 2 in the back had
The one with
crossbows.
the short sword.
Sorry, the 2 in the back have crossbows.
Yep.
They shot at you. 2 in the front jumped down with short swords. The other one
So there are
was
5
on the ground because you pulled him off.
Okay, so there are 5 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said how many? I said including or not including the one that you pulled down. This many. All in all, that many.
So the one who just hit me with the sword.
Yeah.
I am going to use the chain kind of like a chain. And I'm going to smack him with it.
Okay.
As my first attack. What would we say that is like? Like a flail, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say a chain's probably gonna do, I don't know, D6, we'll say. I'm fine with that.
All right.
You're swinging it hard. You're big bloody rock leaf bone.
25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And then you said D6 damage?
Yep.
That'll be plus 5. So he takes 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend a key point.
Okay.
Before I do that, I'm just going to do an unarmed strike.
Okay.
I can do that. 19 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 9 points of damage.
All right.
And then I will spend the key point.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And do 2 unarmed.
Okay.
28 should hit.
Yep.
And 22 should hit
Yep.
for 11 and 9 points of damage.
All right. You drop that guy. Excellent.
And then I want to use my movement to get to where the second guy, or the guy who fell off his horse,
Yeah.
between me and the 2 dudes with crossbows.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
And his horse, probably.
Okay. So you're trying to kind of like, okay, you're putting them between the 2 of you. Gotcha.
Yep. So I'm getting bodies that aren't mine in the path of the crossbows.
Okay. So the 2 crossbow guys get down off their horses to move over where they can get clear line of sight on you. And they're both going to shoot their crossbows. 13 and a 17.
The 17 hits.
Okay. So 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then the guy who was coming towards you that failed miserably is going to swing at you with his short sword. Neither of those are going to hit. The other guy has gotten to his feet on his last turn. So he is going to try to engage you in hand-to-hand combat.
The
He's
fool.
going to take 2 unarmed strikes. One of them hits. One of them really doesn't. And he's going to hit you for 6 bludgeoning damage.
On an unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has a strength modifier.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. And I rolled a 4. So
All right.
6.
Fair enough.
He's a burly dude.
All right.
He might have gotten pulled down off his horse, but he wasn't prepared for you. Now he is.
It's not like you're getting hit by Digger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you would heal.
Yeah. Do you feel the warmth? Do you feel the warmth? Good question.
warm.
All right.
All right.
You are up, Rock.
All right. I am gonna go and I'm gonna go rage.
Okay.
I would say he's injured enough to be angry.
Fair.
And so he'll attack the dude who had fallen because he's the closest to me at this point, I would imagine.
That is true. Yep.
With the chain first, 29 to hit.
Yeah. This is the one that punched you that you pulled off the horse?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's going to be 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then a 19 to hit.
Yep.
And that's going to be an 11. It's a nasty.
11 damage. All right.
Just brutal shin kick. And then I am going to attack him with the chain again. 22 to hit.
How are you making the third attack?
I get 2 attacks.
Oh, you're raging. I forgot.
Yep. Well, and
Gotcha.
also just barbarian level gives me a second.
Yeah. Do you have a negative strength modifier?
No.
Okay, well then you drop him. Use
Okay.
that 1.
I was like, that's a weird question.
Always have to ask.
Okay. So he's dropped after that. So I will. With monks, you can do anytime you land with a weapon attack,
Mm-hmm.
you can follow up with unarmed, right? Do I understand that?
You have second attack, so you have 2 attacks, and then you have a 1 bonus action attack. That's an unarmed strike.
Okay, so I had already done that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then I will reposition again to put horse between me and crossbow guys.
Damn, that's cold, son.
Yeah,
All right.
that's low even for you.
No,
That's
I
for
mean
sure.
it's not up to me. They don't have to shoot the horse. That's on them.
That's cold. All right, Digger, what are you exploring at the back of the castle? What are you looking for back there?
Hold on. Sorry, my headphones are being assaulted by a real life cat,
No worries.
not a fantasy cat. I am going to think about my decisions and
Okay.
where is the captain in relation to everything?
Do you know that somehow magically?
Well, where would I know where we are?
Where you are, or where?
Where we were?
Not necessarily, like in relationship to like where you escaped.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
I mean the kind of chateau and the kind of larger kind of kingdom of Harrigan Bergenstein, especially within the walls, it's not huge. It's not like old Chicago big, like we talked about a couple episodes ago, but that's pretty sizable. It has some nice amenities. You know that you left him in the cart out front near where Elijah was, but you also know um, that some time has passed.
Well, I'm going to reach out to the big guy upstairs and tell him, I'm looking for my loyal steed
Mhm.
and continue my retreat slash like I think I'm gonna go full Rambo. Doesn't he
Yeah,
do like cover his face and stuff?
he does.
Was that a thing Rambo did to like blend in with the?
Yep.
So
Okay.
you're ditching the guise of Steve and going
Yes.
back to Rambo Digger.
Yep, Rambo Digger.
And in response, I'm going to say, "Not now, Digger. I'm fighting."
Whoa.
Because he's making a call to the big guy upstairs. We all know who he's talking about.
All right. So, yeah. So you're able to kind of shed your former disguise. Um, it's pretty pitch black out right now, so
Oh,
you're
well, nobody's
able
gonna see me
to
anyway.
disguise yourself and kind of move pretty freely.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I forget that people can't see me in the dark.
It's very sneaky. All right, so you're going to continue. Are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just kind of waiting for the void to answer your call?
Yeah, once I get the captain, I'm gonna go full blown retreat from the entire town itself.
Okay.
I'm out. I ain't
The
about to
void.
die.
What's that?
I ain't about to die.
You don't know that.
Neither am I.
All right. Okay, so the void is going to speak back to you via message. Horatio and Kleatos, what are you up to?
Well, we were headed back to camp, so we're hoping that Hank and Elijah are there.
Okay.
Along the way, I'm going to cast Locate Object
Okay.
on the cart.
The cart is back where you guys entered. It's a couple hours ish. Well, no, it's less than that. It's a couple miles outside of town. I think it took you guys about an hour and change to get into town, north of Chateau von Hergenbergenstein.
Okay, I can
So,
only locate if it's within 1,000 feet.
oh, well then you don't know where it is.
That's fair.
Perfect. Great.
But it lasts for 10 minutes, so I mean, as we walk, if it is
I walk
within
pretty
range.
fast. I could probably. That won't help you, but
No.
you could ride on my shoulders.
Are you strong enough for that?
Am I strong enough for that?
I don't know. I guess
Strong enough for that. I mean,
let's find out.
yeah.
Are you strong enough to be my Minotaur? That's a little Tuesday night music club on Wednesday night Tasty Boyz taping. But you'll be listening to this on a Tasty Tuesday. So, Sheryl Crow
Nailed it.
forever.
So, and I promise I'll believe.
Aw.
Aw.
Inspiration, Horatio. Music. Look, see, you can do it.
Sure.
Son of a gun.
Oh yeah, so Kleatos will make tracks for the campsite with Horatio on his shoulders. Piggyback time.
All right. So you guys, it'll probably take you about an hour and change to get back to where you guys made contact, and you do indeed see the cart there. Elijah and Hank and Captain Crunch are all kind of camped out waiting, and Elijah asks what went wrong and what took you so long to get back here.
Man, actually, it's weird. Everything went great. Like it seemed really good. We got into the secret hotel thing, and we got a room that everyone could come stay with us, and we could like scope things out. Well, we're staying there, and when we came back down, it was morning. So that was weird. Where's Rock? Deer's way over there somewhere, but where'd Rock go?
Hank basically tells you, like, you went in, no one went out. And so we decided rather than being seen, if we'd been made, we'd return here and wait for your return. But that was 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago? Holy crap. Man.
That doesn't make any sense.
We were gone for like half an hour.
Half an hour.
Half an hour.
2 days.
Wow. Man, I don't think I spent that much time with that fruit basket. I mean, I know I embarrassed myself a little, but
It was good, but yet I would hope it wouldn't make us forget that.
not that long, right? I mean, that's so weird. Well, I don't know. So you didn't see either of them?
Hank lets you know that when you guys didn't return, he met up with Elijah and they watched from the cart, but no one came or left that they were able to see. And so when that happened, they decided to make out to the kind of initial insertion point.
Oh man, you guys made out at the insertion point.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, I'm happy for you. Well, I do gotta say, good thinking on this whole like meeting back at a specific place when stuff might go wrong if you're not all going in the same. But we should have been doing that a long time ago, probably. We're gonna pick that up going forward. We'll call it the Hank. You know. But, hey guys, let's make sure we do the Hank before we part ways. Well, I mean, I know kind of where Digger is. I think maybe Rock's with him. Oh,
I hope so.
so far, and Digger never answered you back.
Haven't heard a peep.
You try messaging Rock. I mean,
Yeah.
I know, but I mean,
It's
desperate times.
better than not doing anything. So I will use sending to send a message to Rock. And I will say, Rock, this is Horatio. It's magic. You can reply to me. Where are you? Are you okay?
You don't get a response.
Well, maybe it's taken him a while to figure it out.
And that tracks, but also kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point we can try to find Digger and hope that he's with Rock.
That makes sense. I mean, I can find him. It's not very hard.
Well,
Or is
Do
it?
you want to? I mean, Hank, do you want to? Should somebody stay back in case they come back here for some reason? It's theoretically possible.
It's true. Yeah, anybody who you want to keep back will stay here.
Why don't we have Hank stay?
Okay. Captain Crunch also staying, coming.
And Crunchy can come with us.
All right.
I mean, he's a little
Adorable.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's that, but scary to most people.
No, but I mean, all right, that's fine. Okay. Crunchy, don't maul Hank while we're gone. That was a yes, probably.
Hope so.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, well let's head out. So Elijah can wild shape into a giant eagle.
Okay.
And so Elijah can carry us over to where Digger is in the air so we don't get like arrested in town or something.
Otherwise known as the reverse Tolkien.
Speaking of the reverse Tolkien, Rock.
Yeah.
You're gonna get crossbow bolts shot at you. Neither of them are gonna hit you, and you're going to have one guy attack you with his short sword. And wow, I can't roll tonight. You are a rageful monster, and you are able to fend them all off. So now it's your turn.
So the dude, how far are we from? How wide is the path? Like, I know it's on a hill, but like, how far from the edge of the hill are we?
Oh, maybe like 30 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet.
20 feet.
That's right. That's right in the middle of 20 and 30.
Okay. For the first attack, I'm going to Keith Lee, the dude with the short sword.
Okay, you're just gonna yeet him?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
straight towards the edge, and I don't think I can get him 25 feet, but maybe he stumbles a little bit. I don't know.
We'll say that he is knocked 10 feet back from you, and you have to charge him. So you're going to charge him and then push him another 10 feet beyond that. So he's within 10 feet of the edge.
All right. And then I will. Fuck. I'm going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Instead, when he goes back the second 10 feet, I'm going to move to one of the crossbow dudes because there's a gap open, and I'm going to use Flurry of Blows on the crossbow dude.
Okay.
24, 27, and 19
Yes.
for 12, 12,
Okay.
and 12.
And that's enough to drop him. All right.
And then again, I'll move to put a horse between me and the other crossbow guy.
Okay. How much movement do you have?
45.
Okay. All right. So crossbow guy is going to drop his crossbow and pull out some short swords and head over to you. He's going to hit you twice.
Okay.
Once for 8 and another for 6. And then the other guy is going to get up and move to you. And he is going to, I should probably roll and see if I hit. I don't. Roll damage first. So arrogant. He is not going to hit you. So it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to hit the dude who just missed me with the chain.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
He is going to take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to kick him in the nethers.
Okay.
And that'll be a 20 to hit for 10 damage. And then I will hit him again, 29.
That hits.
For another 10 points of damage.
All right. Okie dokie. He's looking real bad. So he's going to attack you. Nat 20.
Wow.
For 14 damage, slashing. The other guy is going to come in, slishity slash, and not going to hit you with either. Man, I'm rolling so many single digits, which I can get away with when I'm playing R-level characters. But when I'm playing Town's Guard, it does not bode well for my ability to attack you guys. Okay. Ruck, it's your turn.
I am going to attack the dude who is bent over clutching his nards.
Okay. That's the guy who swung at you like this with his swords and missed twice.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
For 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Is he still up?
He is.
I will follow that up with another strike, 22 to hit.
Yep.
For 11.
Okay. They're both now looking very poorly.
And then 17 to hit.
Yeah.
For 9.
Yes, you drop the guy with 2 swords.
Okay. So I'm down to one dude.
One dude who's looking very poorly.
Whew. All right.
All right. Digger,
Bastard.
you are wandering around late at night. Tell me what you're going to do during your night.
Um,
Are you trying to
uh,
find a way in? Are you trying to make your way back into town? What are you up to?
well, I can't be seen, so I'm going to look for my cat.
Okay. All right. Well, you can head back into town. Make me 5 investigations checks.
Oh, that first one probably won't do it. But
You
I
want to
have
use that last luck point?
no, I have inspiration.
Okay.
Natural 20. It went from a 3 to a natural 20. I'll take it.
All right.
All right. Investigation, you said?
Yep.
The second one is a 19.
Okay.
Third one is a 19. Well,
right.
so it would be 26, 25, 25, technically. Because I have
Okay.
a +6.
Okay.
22.
All right.
Last one.
Yep.
Holy butts, 23.
All right.
Nice.
After that 3, I didn't roll anything below a 16.
So you make your way back down into town, and you find that the cart is no longer where you left it, but you're able to track the direction that it went in, and you're able to follow that track if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you begin to follow that track out of town, and you can make it kind of to the edge of town. And I want you to make me a stealth check.
25.
All right. So you're able to kind of move outside of the first kind of ring of the town. Beyond this ring is kind of the more kind of working class homes of the citizens of Hergen-Bergenstein. Um, and you track it all the way to the kind of outer wall where you guys first came in. And make me another stealth check if you'd like to stealth past the gate here.
Remember, I cannot be seen in dark light. 19.
Okay. In your head, you hear a familiar voice of the Baron that says, Master Doomtree, why would you forego my tremendous hospitality to go and sleep in the woods like the rest of your rabble when you could stay here, a guest of the Tasty Boyz?
My response is screw you. I have something I need.
And what might that be? Like I said, my hospitality is legend.
It's a Minotaur.
Would that be the Minotaur that resides within the walls of my kingdom?
No, you wouldn't let him in. Unless
Oh.
you're what are you doing? What have you done?
Oh, but he's here, as well as the bard
Don't you touch
and
him.
the decisionist. and the plane shifter. They're all here in my kingdom, just like you and your big bloody rock.
No, he's probably bloody, but I'm not really in your kingdom.
Oh, yes, you are.
I can assure you, I'm not.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oof, that is not my man. That +0 on that is just a real kick in the dick.
A real kick in the dick is just like the best way to describe something that just sucks.
Yeah, the best I can do is 17.
Okay. You start to feel sleepy.
So big guns upstairs. I'm like, help. Why did you not give me the gift of Constitution?
You hear the voice in your head that says, my will be done through the strength of your will, Digger. Sleep well. And you, night night. All right. Kleatos, Horatio, you have friends in tow, and you're heading back into town.
We're flying over town, and I'm following my Digger sense.
Okay. You sense Digger up on the hill where the chateau proper is.
I mean, that's where we're gonna go. I mean, we'll look around, of course, just to see if we see rock too.
I overshot the captain.
Yeah. No. You'll find out.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, that's where Kleatos is like, I know where Digger is. Let's go there. That was the thing.
All right. So are you just flying directly over, or what are you guys? How are you approaching the chateau? Tell me exactly what you're doing.
I mean, I guess so it seems like he's like in front of the chateau, or
it seems like he's inside the chateau.
It's tough. Is there, so like from above, if we're higher than the chateau, are there guards up there, or is there
is
there a convenient terrace to land on?
Make me a perception check, Kleatos.
I will make a perception check.
Thank you.
$17.
You are pretty keen at observing, and you see that it's pretty well guarded. There are these kind of large, kind of tall towers that flank the front, and then there's a large kind of residence in the middle of the kind of chateau walls. And around there's a number of kind of smaller towers and smaller buildings with a large kind of courtyard out in front of the kind of chateau proper within the kind of walls of the keep. The walls themselves are pretty well guarded. There's guards at most of the kind of intersections where kind of walls turn corner. There's no place that you can really see that you can put down kind of up, but there is a couple of small ledges that exist kind of around the back, the side. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see if you can see my mouse. Beep, boop. Can you see this?
No,
Okay.
but I mean, I can. I theater of the mind. It's cool.
Yeah.
Um,
So the side closest to Joel, closest
Okay.
to town, and then around the back, you see that there's some that are kind of lower down that you might think that other people that are flying could take off from those places.
Well, maybe we should try those ones around back. I understand that they keep all the best stuff around the back of the castle.
I heard that in a video game.
Seems like a good place to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
Okay. Rock, you've just dispatched five guardsmen. What are you gonna do next? Disney World?
And we don't
Actually,
like
you got one more.
and we don't like see Rock and this fight happening
You do
while
not.
we're flying over. Okay, just making
No.
sure because we
Yep.
would stop for that.
It's a good question.
So
Rock-
there's one dude left.
Yeah.
Rock is going to kind of like vault over him,
Okay.
wrapping the chain around his neck so he can
Yeah.
choke him out.
Yeah.
And as he's got him on the ground, choking him out while he's still
Yeah.
conscious, he's going to get real close to his ear and go, "The Baron has a real anger problem, and I know about anger. So you're going to tell him he needs to talk to someone." And as the dude flickers out, Rock is going to like release the chain with his rage.
Yeah.
And let things subside.
All right. All right. So what is Rock going to do following that?
So following that, he's
Yeah.
searching the bodies for keys to get the shackles off.
Okay.
He's going to get
Make
his
me an investigation check.
at 18.
Yep. Yeah, you're able to find it.
He's going to gather up his equipment.
Okay.
And then he is going to, is there like a bag or like a saddle bag or something like that? Or like a saddle?
Yeah, there's like saddlebags on the guardsman.
So he's going to grab one of the bags and gather up all the short swords and like hand weapons.
Okay.
And bag those.
Okay.
And then, master of disguise that he is,
Yeah.
he is going to co-opt a guard uniform because none
Okay.
of them got hacked to bits.
That is true.
He's going to disguise himself as a town guard.
Okay.
And then saddle up on one of the horses
Mhm.
and make his way away from the castle.
Okay.
And as he does that, he is going to grab his clamshell.
He doesn't have one.
Oh, he doesn't have one? Oh, that's right. We left him behind.
Yeah.
Shoot.
A
And
lesson learned by Rock. Sadly, the second time he had to hear that.
shoot.
Oh man, I can't.
Well, I mean,
I
before
can't
it
talk to
was-
little man.
I didn't know they took mine too.
Yeah, basically they said like we can't use anymore. They might be being traced. We have to leave these behind, essentially.
Does when I do the business card thing, is that only to other?
Secretarians.
Yeah. Or can
Yeah.
I use that for anybody?
Nope, it's just secretarians.
Damn. All right.
So it's late by this point. It's dark out. What is Rock going to do for the night?
So Rock's goal is to, while disguised, make his way out of town. I think is like he's well cut off.
Okay.
I have no way of finding other people.
Okay.
So I think the best bet is to get out of town and see if I can. Hopefully, they made their way out.
Okay.
I have no way of finding other people, says our master tracker.
I mean, in a city where they could be anywhere, and I know I'm being hunted.
It's fair. All right. So are you going to kind of make camp for the night?
Once I'm outside of town,
Okay.
I might look for a well stashed away hidden spot.
Sure. Yeah. Roll me a survival check.
All right.
You can pass through the walls pretty readily because you're dressed in town hall or town garb.
20.
Yeah. You can kind of find a place to bed down for the night. Pretty unobtrusive, and you can get a good night's sleep. Rest up, and you awaken in the morning to see an eagle soaring overhead. And we'll find out what happens next time on another wonderful episode of D&DDT with the one and only Tasty Boyz.
Tasty
Boyz.
Boyz.
Interdimensional.
All right. Thank you to everybody who watched. And thank you once again to all of the boys. We'll go around again. You can find us at dnddt.com or follow us at DNDDT Podcast and Known World Unite on Twitter. I am the Beard. You can follow me at Heel Turn Radio or at Huey Beard Walks. And boys, why don't you tell the lovely watchers where we can find you?
All right. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cubicle Zombie.
You can find me wherever I'm at Warrior MN. You can also find me tomorrow at twitch.tv/heel turn radio for Dive Club, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be there. Beard will be there. Maybe some of these other folks will be there. Who knows? But we're going to have a good time. You can also find me and Nate on Down and Outlands on this very channel this coming Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're in Sigil, and we're going to meet the Lady of Pain. It's fine. It's fine.
She's only
It's
10
fine.
feet tall.
It's fine. Tall people.
Superstar.
You can find me at all social medias at Orinvite. Make sure you check out at Time Bomb Pro. Pick up that sweet merch bundle of me throwing Damon Spriggle through a pane of glass, so eloquently captured. And support the wrestling. You can also find me on Twitch for Rocky Mountain Pro. Going forward for all Rocky Mountain Pro events.
Sweet.
Hello.
Cool. Yeah.
Mr. RMP.
Right on. And you can find me at Finger Twitchings on Instagram and Twitter. Also here on Twitch. You won't really find me, but you'll find probably a bunch of things that I've drawn and painted. So
True story.
better.
Including some of us.
Yeah, it's true.
It is true.
All right. And you can catch out new episodes every Tasty Tuesday at dnddt.com or wherever your podcasts are procured. If you want to hear us in your ears, or come back March 10th, we'll be right here on twitch.tv/Known World United for some great fun, recording episodes 110 and 111 with the one and only the Tasty Boyz.
Tasty
Tasty Boyz.
Boyz.